equity in the way that our children benefit from the investment that government is putting into our schools. We are aware that we are putting a lot of resources in ensuring that other instructional materials are available in school. We would want to make sure that also instructional materials that are related to STEM and laboratories are available in our schools. And going forward, we shall be doing this investment so that our schools can benefit more. Finally, I would want, as the Director General mentioned, that in the young scientists competitions and fairs that has been going on, one of our schools, Nakuru High School, participated in the International Young Scientist Fair in Ireland. And this is the direction that we would want to continue so that our children are exposed at an early age on technology, both here and internationally. So this is one of the areas that Samastea will continue to work and assist government in ensuring that we are able to invest in our young people to start thinking technology, so that as we invest and as we support as an enabler in the Big Four, we shall be able to do that by ensuring that we invest in technology. And as we roll out also the CPC curriculum, STEM is one of the pathways. And we would want to invest so that by the time we reach secondary level in CPC, we shall have adequately invested in our institutions to be prepared to take up the STEM pathway, which is one of our critical pathways as our children move forward. With those many remarks, I would not want to go beyond that. It is a day of our Cabinet Secretary today to guide us in this very important area of STEM. So it's now my humble duty to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Education to address ourselves and commission this. Karibu Waziri.
Thank you very much. Our Principal Secretary, State Department of Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, the representative of the Teacher Service Commission, who is here with us, Director Samastea, Mr. Stephen Joroge, Director General Elias Abdi, Mr. Mukhtar Ogle from the Office of the President, Regional Coordinators of Education, the County Directors of Education, Chairman Indumuli, Principals of STEM Model Schools, Semester staff, the AU participants that are here, our partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to join you all for this occasion in which we distribute the third batch of STEM education equipment to STEM model schools in our country. I thank Semester and all other partners who have been involved in this exercise and in the promotion of STEM education in our country in general. I look forward to deepening our engagement in advancing the STEM agenda, even as we contribute to the Big Four national agenda while working to achieve the Kenya Vision 2030. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the world continues to become increasingly complex and high-tech, STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, are becoming ever more critical for the success and competitiveness of our beloved country. Moreover, we are facing today wide-ranging challenges, including challenges of economic development, of climate change, and healthcare, which are only amenable to scientific solutions. STEM education is therefore one of our top priorities, and it's an urgent priority. As a nation, you would realize that the key pillars of the Big Four agenda, food security, affordable housing, manufacturing, and affordable healthcare, are heavily anchored on a STEM understanding as the basis for the training of key human resource persons required and the development of applications utilized and solutions offered. Through our efforts today, and I think all of you saw the exhibition that is actually quite focused on the Big Four agenda. So through those efforts, we are sowing a seed for a brighter and better equipped generation. We recognize that while teachers are capable of teaching the STEM subjects, they cannot be able to do so without the necessary learning materials and equipment to conduct experiments and to demonstrate scientific concepts. This is why the provision of STEM education materials and equipment to our schools is so critically important. We are alive to the need in our schools, and we are looking for more partners to help us deal with that. Today's dispatch of equipment to 102 STEM model schools speaks to this commitment and comes on the heels of the first and second batches that were distributed in September 2016 and in July 2017, respectively. This is in a bold effort to strengthen the already existing capacities in all our secondary schools across the country, as these schools serve as centers of excellence for peer benchmarking. The Ministry of Education, ladies and gentlemen, is dedicated to supporting STEM education across the country. This support is not only through the provision of necessary equipment, but also through the creation of an enabling policy framework that ensures a stable, reliable, and predictable environment for program development, implementation, and sustainability. This year, we will further our efforts in deepening the reach of our science, technology, and innovation policy framework to directly impact on learning. Teaching STEM subjects, ladies and gentlemen, is at the heart of the competency-based learning, as it goes beyond bombarding students with facts, rather teaching them the scientific method of inquiry as a means to boost their inquisitiveness and consequently their innovative capacities. Students who study STEM subjects acquire crucial life skills which will enable them to analyze issues creatively and propose innovative solutions to complex problems. STEM education, ladies and gentlemen, stimulates our students' minds. It cultivates a sense of curiosity and eagerness to enhance knowledge and lay a foundation for lifelong learning. President Barack Obama of the United States put it aptly when he said the following, that science is an approach to the world, a critical way to understand and explore and engage with the world, and then have the capacity to change that world and to share this accumulated knowledge. It's a mindset that says we can use reason and logic and honest inquiry to reach new conclusions and solve big problems, end of quote. It is this that we seek to do in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, although the future prosperity and economic growth of nations will rely on STEM skills, the uptake of STEM subjects in our country has traditionally been very low. Only a small percentage of our students are studying STEM subjects compared to humanities. A World Bank study puts this at less than 30%. This is not adequate to meet our national ambitions. It's for this reason that the government undertook to promote STEM subjects across the country through the rollout of STEM model schools in all our 47 counties. To this end, the ministry charged the Center for Mathematics, Science, Technology Education on the continent with the responsibility of rolling out the STEM model schools intervention program. Under this program, selected schools are supplied with basic STEM resources and teachers trained and supported to promote STEM subjects. Currently, 102 schools have been selected and are being transformed into STEM model schools that can be replicated across the country. Plans are underway, as you heard from Mr. Njoroge, to select an additional 486 schools to bring the total number of STEM model schools in Kenya to 588. The selection of STEM schools is a consultative process between the various stakeholders engaged in the education sector in general and the STEM field in particular. The future job prospects for young people lie in acquiring STEM skills. The fastest growing occupations around the world require STEM skills to execute. In fact, most new jobs are being created in high-tech, high-skilled industries such as biotechnology, healthcare, scientific and technical services, advanced manufacturing, and information and communication technology. I therefore urge students across the country to take greater interest in STEM subjects to tap into these new and available opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, on our part, we will continue to strengthen the coordination and management of the education program of STEM and to provide the basic material resources and equipment that is required to deliver sound STEM education. I want to thank all the STEM teachers that have been working so hard to promote STEM across our country and in our schools. And I want to tell you that I've actually been privy to the amazing work that you have been doing, and we are extremely proud of that. We are rolling out, ladies and gentlemen, a comprehensive monitoring program from Wednesday. And that comprehensive monitoring program is intended for both the 100% transition policy as well as for the CBC rollout. I want to tell you today that, in fact, we are in a very, very good place on both of these. As you heard from the Principal Secretary, our data shows that we have achieved a little bit over 80% for the 100% transition policy from Standard 8 to Form 1. And as you also are aware, we rolled out the CBC in all our schools on the 3rd of January. And so from Wednesday, we will be giving you real-time information on how both of these programs are proceeding. Let me also, at this juncture, commend our colleague from the Office of the President, Mukhtar Ogle, for the excellent work that we are doing together for a lot of school youth. And if you had spoken, he would have told you what kind of progress they've been making. He's been able to update us, and we just want to congratulate the team that is carrying that out together with Mr. Njoroge of Semestea. Let me also congratulate all the STEM schools across the country. We have been also, we've seen the evidence of the work that you're doing through the exhibition, and we will continue to make sure that the support that is required by Semestea to continue that excellent work is available, both for the current schools, the 102 schools, and for the next critical number of schools that will also be coming on board. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just thank everybody who is here for coming out today, for doing the amazing work that you're doing, and for preparing our young people for the future. I attended a meeting recently of tech wizards who told us that, in fact, in 5 years, we will not recognize the job opportunities that are out there, and that in the next 5 years, many of the jobs that we are currently occupying, probably including ours, will become totally irrelevant and redundant. And so I'm really grateful that we have started preparing our youth for the next few years when they need to take up these amazing opportunities that are coming onto the market space. Now, with these very few remarks, I'd like to again thank you, and it's now my sincere pleasure to declare the 3rd batch of equipment to our STEM schools officially released and launched. Thank you very much for your attention.